So bossy.
Got this letter from a sweet, sweet man by the name of Steve Adams, who said,
Steve Adams.
I have 2 pendants for you.
Oh.
They were made by my late wife, Gloria. Gloria learned her skills in wire, silver, fold forming, and other jewelry media at the William Holland School of Lapidary Arts in Young Harris, Georgia. She was a terrific wire wrapper. She passed away on February 29th, probably from an undiagnosed case of COVID. We were returning from Quartzsite, Arizona. She fell ill near El Paso and succumbed to respiratory failure in the hospital. I miss her terribly, and it pains me to know that a wonderful talent has been taken from us. I watch you most mornings. I noticed the other day that neither of you was wearing neck jewelry, so I thought you might like these pendants. I cut both of the stones for Gloria. The pendant, wrapped in 14-karat gold-filled wire, has a, what's that word?
A cabochon, I think.
Of Owie jasper from the Owie Mountain area on the Idaho-Oregon border. I used to call it a squirrel jumping from a tree. Gloria hated that. The pendant, wrapped in sterling silver, has that same word.
Cabochon.
Of other words I can't say. Also called Sonoran Sunrise from the Milpillas mine. I'm butchering every word, I just know it. Of Sonora in Mexico. You get to pick who gets what, which is perfect because she likes gold and I like silver. Both are pieces. Both are pieces that were for sale on her website, which is wiretreasures.com. Wiretreasures.com. I've been giving away jewelry from the site to her friends and family so I can see her jewelry being worn. I would enjoy seeing you wear these.
Oh my
Thank you for being both funny and beautiful, but especially conservative.
And that's her picture, you guys.
Isn't that the sweetest?
That is so sweet. Oh my God.
There's
the
They're
gold.
beautiful.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
You guys, look
She made
at
these.
that.
I'm gonna hold one up so you guys can see it. Hold on. See, is that not gorgeous, you guys?
I mean,
That is just spectacular. Let me see yours.
isn't that so pretty?
Oh, it's just beautiful.
I love that there's just a hint of turquoise in there.
Yeah,
Can you see
it's
that?
so pretty.
Although it's probably another stone that I don't know.
Look at that. Mine is like it's like brown. It's so pretty.
Wiretreasures.com, you guys.
So beautiful.
From Miss Gloria.
Thank you so much. That
That
so
means the
lovely.
world.
It
What
really
a
does.
sweet, sweet thing.
So sweet
I mean,
and lovely.
God, you guys, why are you so nice? Why
Just
is
the
everybody
sweetest.
so nice?
I know, right? It's just the sweetest. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Steve. That was
God
really.
bless him and God bless her.
And I'm totally gonna wear it.
I am
I just
too.
happen to be wearing a necklace today, but
know.
it isn't typical, and so I will totally wear the crap out of that.
I love it too.
I'm sorry we're late. We had a whole bunch of cameos to do after
We
that
did.
funny story that we told yesterday. I think people were like, "Oh, cameo's a thing. We should like get some."
Yeah, and so people did. It
Yeah.
was really crazy. So we did a couple of cameos. That's why we're late.
So that is why we're late. On today's show, we are going to be playing a lot of audio clips, couple new songs,
And a
new
lot of
funny songs,
and a lot of dumb people.
a lot of dumb people, namely Biden.
lot of dumb people.
Because he said some really dumb things yesterday at his Pittsburgh, I don't even want to call it a press conference because, of course, he didn't answer any press questions. He just spewed a bunch of nonsense and then hightailed it out of there.
Yeah.
And everything that's happening across the country in terms of the violence being perpetrated, by the way, by Biden supporters is somehow Trump's fault. So that's
Yeah,
neat.
I don't know how they're able to sleep at night saying that out loud. How are they able? Listen, he was basically in his basement asleep for like 90 days when this has been going on. And then Don Lemon was like, hey, maybe you should say something because the polls kind of suck. They're in Trump's favor. And then the Democratic Party was like, oh, crap, maybe we should say something. And then Biden is now saying something. And the thing that he's saying is Trump caused this. How can you say that out loud?
I mean, what?
Any normal human being knows that this is not Trump doing this. How people aren't buying this, right? Like, I mean, people aren't buying this.
Oh, I'm sure that there are some people buying it because, as we know, we are surrounded
By dumb people.
By dumb people.
It's remarkable. It's just
But think about how interesting that is, though, that his message essentially now has to be, see all this violence by all the people who support me?
Yeah.
That's going to continue if you elect Trump. So, I mean, just think about that, the message that is sending.
Yeah.
If you don't vote for me, we're going to burn your cities down.
But yet Trump is trying to scare you. Wait. What?
It's like the worst message all the way around, no matter how you slice and dice it.
Yeah.
Because there's no question about the fact that the people who are in the streets protesting, looting, rioting are people who are either BLM protesters or activists, Antifa protesters and activists. There's really not any argument about that, right?
Yeah. They're blaming Trump for a virus. He single-handedly caused the virus, which is completely freaking absurd and a lie.
I mean, what?
They're blaming him for that. They're blaming him for the violence in the streets. When these are your people, Democrats, own it. I mean, I have people on Facebook who I'm friends with, right? These are women who are like, I support BLM. I totally support. All right, that's on you. That's you guys. These are your people. These are your people riding in the streets and ruining our cities. These are your people. So own it. I mean, own the violence. Don't blame this on Trump.
I mean,
don't put it on Trump now, because
when
y'all own this.
When conservatives are angry about a policy or something, we go and we protest at state houses. We clean up our mess.
Yeah.
We hold signs. We give speeches, and we go home.
Or we just
vote.
Or we vote. Yeah, we vote.
We don't feel the need to tear down the country.
No.
That's a huge difference. By the way, can I take a point of personal privilege?
Yeah.
I haven't told you this morning because we've been gabbing about other stuff. I want to know if you've ever done this or if anybody out here has ever done this. This morning, I wake up, as I normally do, get myself all ready and dressed, go to say goodbye to my husband, and I realize, because he is on the side of the bed which has the clock, that it is 4:20 in the morning.
Oh my God.
And so I dreamed that the alarm clock went off. And I didn't look at the clock. I just got up. I felt really tired. And I should have known, because my dog, who sleeps in our bed, usually, like, the second the alarm goes off, she hops off the bed and is, like, raring to go.
Oh, my God.
And for some reason, this morning, when the alarm went off, I got out of bed and she was, like, pausing and
like,
not...
what are you doing?
Yeah. And it still didn't occur to me to look at the clock. So I go, I feed both the dogs, I let them out, I shower, I get completely ready, and then realize I am an hour and a half ahead of schedule. So I've been here at the office since 5.
Oh my God.
Because what am I going to do? I can't go back to bed.
No.
I'm all dressed and ready. Have you ever done that?
I mean, I think maybe once I've done that, a long time ago.
This is like the
it's been
third
a
time.
while. It's been a while since I've done that.
Why do I do that? Like, why would I dream that my alarm has gone off?
I don't know. That's weird, because I mean,
And then why wouldn't I check?
Yeah, I always check. That's what I was just gonna say. I would check to make sure that my alarm actually went off, and I would confirm it. Probably twice. I'd look at my phone and be like, what time is it?
I don't even look at my phone until I'm heading out the door. And then I look at it just to make sure there's no, like, emergency text.
I always look at my phone.
I
So
didn't
there are
do
people
any of those
there are
things.
people who have done that too.
Really? Okay, good.
Yeah,
because,
I always look at my phone to make sure I know what time it is.
I
And then when I'm getting ready, I'm looking at my phone to see what time it is.
Oh, I don't even look at it. So when, I'm getting ready to leave and I go to my husband's side of the bed and I'm like, why am I awake? And he goes, what? Like, he was, totally asleep. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, it's only 4:20. He was like, what the f are you doing? And I was like, I don't know, but now I have to go.
Oh my God.
And so then I was mad because I was like, how could he not...
No.
How is he not woken up even a little bit by all the
Yeah.
noise and the light?
Yeah, my husband would have woken up.
He was just out.
Yeah, my husband would have totally woken up, and he'd been like, "What are you doing?"
And now
Come
he's gonna
back
be
to
like,
bed.
how is this becoming
Yeah.
my fault?
Yeah, because we get up, we get up really early on the weekends too. Like, we get up at 6 o'clock on the weekends.
Oh my God, no, we don't do that.
Yeah, so this is the thing. I would not, but I wouldn't get up probably at 4 o'clock.
No, I mean, I must have woken up at like 3:45. It takes me 40 minutes to get ready. So from like out of bed to out the door, it's 40 minutes. And so it must have been like 3:30 something.
Yeah.
3:40. That's when I woke up and was like, okay, it is time to get ready now.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So anyway, by about 10 o'clock, I'm going to be like, I'm going to need you to do the rest of the show.
Yeah, right. I'm so tired. I've been up for like 7 hours. Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. So here's some interesting news. That is that TikTok appears to be saved. Because
Oh, yay.
Woo!
Yay.
So apparently there's a buyer. Now we don't know much more.
Morning
in
from
terms of-
Belfast. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
We don't know a lot of the details about the bidder, but there's apparently TikTok has chosen a bidder for the sale of its U.S. operations. And so it could be Microsoft in a partnership with Walmart. That is one possibility. Oracle is another possibility. We may find out today, but all the TikTokers out there who are learning their little dances and contouring and doing their little tutorials on makeup can rest assured that they're going to get to continue to do that.
Oh,
Isn't that exciting?
super excited about that.
Um,
Very excited.
What else? Okay, so Biden, in part of his speech yesterday when he wasn't blaming Trump for all the stuff that's not his fault, Biden, we're going to play a clip of him sounding absolutely demented yet again.
This
like
is why
not
they don't
making
want
any
to.
sense.
Yeah, they don't want him debating you guys.
Or answering questions.
Or answering any questions.
Man.
This is why. It's ridiculous at this point. There have been like 3 instances now where Democrats have been trying to figure out ways for him not to debate. It was the tax return thing. They put a stipulation for the tax return thing,
Yeah,
and then it was
real life, live fact checking was the other thing.
yeah.
that they're
It was the
saying.
fact checking thing, and then it was Nancy Pelosi saying he shouldn't dignify him or he shouldn't legitimize Trump. I mean, they've set it up. They've tried to set up the scenario that he's not going to debate. If he doesn't debate, he will not win.
No, because people will know he's afraid.
He is a weak, pathetic excuse for a candidate. There's no. I feel like a lot of people already feel that way about him, which is why he was lagging in the polls. Because he was in his basement. He was locked in his basement. And that's when, Don Lemon was like, you have to come out of your basement at some point and say something about all the violence, which he did. Now he's blaming Trump. It's so dumb. But if he doesn't debate, he's done.
Do you know on Twitter yesterday, what did he say that made me so mad?
Who, Don Lemon?
No, Biden. I mean, Biden, I
He
use
doesn't
that,
tweet.
Right,
Yeah.
I use that
His people tweeted something.
But I even had to retweet it, and I was like, I used the F-bomb. I was so mad because I couldn't believe, I have to find it.
She used the F-bomb on Twitter, you guys.
What did he say? Yeah, he said, and I quote, Mr. President, it's high time that you condemn violence of any form.
Oh my God.
And I was like, it's high time for Trump to condemn violence? Are you kidding me?
Like the fact that they are saying, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what this campaign, the spin that they're doing.
It took a poll to get Joe Biden to even realize that there was any violence.
Yeah.
And he's all, Trump needs to call it out?
And
shut up.
Nancy Pelosi and all these jackasses have been acting like it's fine. The violence is fine. It's not violence. It's peaceful protesting. That's what they've been calling it for the past 90 days. These people are unbelievable. And the spin that they're putting on it. And of course, they have the media in their back pockets. The media is like, oh yeah, it's Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault.
I mean, and there's people that buy this.
Oh yeah, these people are idiots. These people are idiots. These are the same people who cannot critically think.
God.
They just can't. They lap it up.
And
they
don't
absolutely
forget,
lap it up.
Kamala tweeted on the 1st of June. She was all, hey, you guys, chip in to the Minnesota Freedom Fund to help post bail for people protesting right now. So I'd like to see them disavow them raising money for these lunatics.
Yeah, so pick a lane.
My God.
Is it violence or is it not? Because, I mean, are you on the side of these lunatics or are you not? Pick a lane.
Because it's been violent since the beginning of summer.
Yes, it has been violent.
It's just that now they've decided to notice it because polling suggests that they should. Mm-hmm. Give me a break.
Yeah, these people are, they're in... Oh, I just can't. I just cannot.
But I love the unforced error that came out of yesterday's Biden speech because he says very, very sternly, I will not ban fracking no matter how many times the president lies and says that I will.
Even though
And there's like a montage of video of him saying
that he
exactly
would.
the opposite.
Yeah.
And so why would you set yourself up like that? Because everybody's going to play it.
well, because he has dementia.
Oh my God.
It's like the guy
What an
has
idiot.
obvious dementia. He doesn't know what he's saying half the time, which is why he needs to debate. He has no idea.
I mean, what a complete idiot.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Um,
I want him to be on that stage at least 3 times with Trump and just
Yeah.
get pummeled.
God, I can't wait for
And
that.
just
It has to
get
happen.
pummeled. I don't feel sorry for him anymore. I don't feel sorry for any of them. I want him on that stage and I want him to be pummeled. I cannot wait. I'm tired of all this. I'm tired of it. I want to see it. I
It
don't
has
feel
to
sorry
happen.
for him one bit. They put him in this position and I want to see him pummeled. I just do.
Not that we condone violence on this
I'm
show.
not talking about
I know.
physically. I'm talking about verbally.
Do we have a Biden face? I'm wondering if we have a Biden face. Because does it look like he's lost his mind?
No, because he's not the actual candidate.
Oh, we do. We do. No, he looks pretty together in that.
Does he?
Yeah. I mean, he looks...
I'm insane.
He doesn't look like he's just out of his mind.
Yeah, I mean seriously, because it's gonna get ugly if he's in a debate.
Yeah.
If they don't have an earpiece on him, if somebody's not feeding him the answers.
Trump will not allow that. There's not going to be...
What, he'll be like hovering, like
He'll hover.
like Hillary said that he was going to be.
Yeah.
He's
he'll
gonna
hover.
he's gonna stalk Biden. He's gonna stalk him like he stalked me.
Also, on today's show, we're going to be playing more voicemails. We're going to be playing a lot of sound, like I said, from Biden, and we're going to play that little video montage of him absolutely saying that he's going to ban fracking. We've got another clip of Kayleigh McEnany just absolutely dropping the mic on a
Oh my
press
God.
question
It
yesterday.
was so fantastic. If you guys haven't seen
It
it,
was
it's just
great.
the greatest thing ever. It's about all the violence in the cities
Yeah.
and everything. She just did such a great job. And I am so upset right now about Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that too.
Okay, so last year or 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago. I got tickets to the Jim Gaffigan concert here in Indy, and it was for my husband and I. We got like front row seats.
Front row center, man.
Front row center, and it was not cheap to go to that, right? And he couldn't go because he had to go out of town for a business trip, and I was devastated. So of course I took my right hand chick, right? So we went together and we had such a good time. It was really funny. I love him. I mean,
He's funny.
I love his humor. Jim Gaffigan. If you guys, I don't know if you've ever heard of Jim Gaffigan. Anyway,
Apparently, he's kind of a big deal.
he went off on like this Twitter tirade the other day.
Yeah.
And just went off on Trump. And I'm so sick of these celebrities being political. I hate it. I just hate it because now I'm done. Like I can't ever watch him or go to a concert of his ever again because he was just despicable in this tirade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that face that you're giving right now. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
He was terrible. It was he just so out of touch with normal people. I'm done with him.
He just went on a tear, you guys, and it was ugly. And what's the point, right?
Yeah, what is the point?
There was a chick that wrote us this morning about some...
Yeah, Hot Pockets. He's that guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a chick that wrote us this morning about a woman that apparently has quite a bit of popularity online called Design Mom, I think is what she goes by. I wrote a post about it this morning at chicksontheright.com, and this woman also did a similar tirade on all of her platforms, just the meanest about people who support Trump and how she wishes that they weren't allowed to shop at places like Target or IKEA or literally anywhere, and how they're not decent humans, and basically anybody who supports Trump is a racist rapist, essentially.
Oh my God.
And it was just so awful. And so it's just a disappointment, when anybody whose talents you admire or whose profession you are interested in or who you pay attention to for whatever reason, and then you give that person celebrity and success and money and fame.
They're the reason. Like you're the reason that they are successful.
And then that's when they decide to be all vocal about their politics, right? And of course they're entitled to do that. It's their platforms; they can do whatever they want. But then to be so awful to the very people who created their careers
And their wealth.
is just disgusting.
Yeah.
It's absolutely disgusting. You got to read it. It's a big, giant tirade. It's on our website, chicksontheright.com. Perhaps you're a follower of hers. I don't know. I'd never heard of her until we got this email. But I mean, there are people who follow her. She lives in France now. And apparently,
of course she does.
Apparently she does like home design and I don't even know what, parenting, whatever. She's like the mom of 6 kids. And she's an awful, awful, awful hag. And you need to read her diatribe about it. So that's some of the stuff that's going on.
I mean, this is the thing. I don't like these people. Just shut up. You know, spend the money that we gave you and be quiet, right? I mean, these are the people that are railing against capitalism, apparently. Jim
But
Gaffigan,
she's all, I don't care if you follow me or not. And apparently
Really?
on Instagram, she had like 179,000 followers. And as soon as she posted this, it dropped by like 55,000
Well,
people.
good. I'm glad.
Now it's climbing back up, and it probably will climb back up because there's people who are as filled with hate as she is. And they'll follow her readily. But I mean, I know she doesn't care if she loses Trump supporters, but she's acting as though we're going to be facing this huge consequence by not being able to follow her. And I'm like, girl, you think way too much of yourself.
yeah.
You need to calm down.
Yeah, and I think Jim Gaffigan does too.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Because
like
now
they-
he's comfortable.
Because, oh, yeah, exactly. That's precisely the point. He's really comfortable. Because, 5, 6, 10, 20 years ago, he wouldn't have done that.
Right.
A lot of these stars who were hungry wouldn't have done that. They wouldn't have alienated half of their customer base, right? By putting all this stuff out there and calling them rapists. Calling them, I mean, Jim Gaffigan did this. She's saying that.
She's saying, well, she said Trump raped a 13-year-old girl, that he's raped multiple women, and that if anybody supports him, that you're essentially supporting a rapist. And then she goes on to defend the guy that got shot in the back by the cop in Kenosha, right? I'm like, that dude's a rapist. Why are you defending him now?
Well, what about the woman that accused Joe Biden?
I brought that up too. What
about
all the
Tara
Clinton
Reid?
accusers?
Yeah.
She tried to say that it's ridiculous for conservatives to believe in celebrity sex trafficking rings, as if
Oh
the
my
Jeff
God.
Epstein Island didn't exist.
Yeah, and like those 26 kids that were just, was it 26 kids that were just found in Georgia?
I don't know if they were celebrity tied, but yeah, I mean, there's sex trafficking all over the place.
There's sex. Well, yeah, they may not be celebrity type, but it happens. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
and then she's basically assuming that all Trump supporters believe the earth is flat, or that all of us believe in Q, or that we all think exactly the same, when that's absolutely not the case. We
Yeah.
gotta go because we gotta still do that ad that we have to
Yeah,
do.
we have to
I'm
do
sorry
some
this
other
is short,
stuff.
you guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that we were late.
It's just we have
It's a crazy day today.
It is kind of crazy. It's a weird Tuesday. We usually aren't so busy on Tuesdays, but
And we're
we
going
are.
to be recording another episode of the Mock and Daisy Common Sense Cast.
And I think it's going to be about media and media influence on people, and basically how they brainwash people, kind of like that woman.
exactly.
All
right,
right, you guys, bring it in. Bring it in. Have a great Tuesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.